Hello Earthlings, Kibby here. I want to start by saying you don't need to know anything about Dungeons & Dragons for the story to make sense. Just the basics. That you play as a character you made, and when you want that character to do something, you roll a 20-sided dice to determine how successful they are at doing whatever it is. The die lands on a 20, and they do the best that could possibly be done. The die lands on a 1, and they fail spectacularly, as you will hear later. But before I get into that, the drawing you're seeing right now is of the Tin Man and Scarecrow of Oz, inspired by the recent Wicked for Good trailer that came out a while ago. You can get this image in various forms on my Redbubble linked in the description. I also have pictures of other Oz characters as well. Now on to the story. So we're starting a new campaign and have just started the first session. We are all level 1 with only the weakest of combat abilities. This will be important later. The bad guy just dumped all of us into the middle of a frozen wasteland, and we all have to make a dexterity saving throw to make sure that we all remain standing. We all make our rolls, and most of us make it. That is, except our wizard. He rolls pretty low and then falls right into a hole. It took us a good 30 minutes, but eventually we did get him out, finally allowing us to discuss what to do next. Now, for those of you who have played D&D before, you know that the players could be given the clearest, most obvious next step to take and still spend half an hour trying to figure out what to do. So our DM, the person who tells the story the rest of us play out, has come up with a solution for this. If we're not going to move, he'll make us move. Without warning, a massive 50-foot ice worm bursts out from underground and looms over us. Of course, all of us being level 1, we know that we're not at all equipped to fight this thing, so we all start booking it. Or all of us except our wizard. This man, who spent most of this campaign so far face down in a hole, turns to the worm and tries to cast Firebolt. Emphasis on the word tries, because when he rolls to see if it hits, the die lands on a 1. Now, some of you might be thinking that our poor wizard is about to become worm food. Wrong. The worm had nothing to do with what happened next. When the wizard cast his spell, he stepped back on a patch of ice and fell right back into the hole we just spent 30 minutes getting him out of. Anyway, I hope you liked hearing about my funny D&D story. If you did, please let me know by hitting that like button. And if you want to hear more stories, like the one where I got the reputation of being the party member killer, subscribe so I know you're interested. And if any of you play D&D, tell me your funny stories in the comments below. Until next time, bye!